Hello Terraria enthusiasts, my name is James, and today we're going to be talking all about Terraria Otherworld. Now it's actually been a couple of days before we read about the big announcement that Terraria Otherworld is getting hit with a huge delay, and I imagine it's going to be quite a few months before we actually get any big amounts of information about Terraria Otherworld. So I thought, considering it's going to be like a big long pause, I wanted to go over some of the small things that have come out since that official announcement. And now these things are very small and they're very nitpicky, so if you're really passionate about the project, you may appreciate this, but if you're not really bothered about stuff like this, this may not be the video for you. So in today's video, I want to talk about the budget for Terraria Otherworld, Engine's response, the music for the game, why they chose to spoke about this now, and then some final opinions and a negative of the actual press release itself, because a lot of people wanted me to be a little bit more negative, a little bit more cynical. I actually only have one negative opinion, and you guys will see why I actually have that. It's very justified, but I'm going to speak about that at the end. So now, I'm going to start this discussion by talking about the budget for Terraria Otherworld. So, a few hours after I actually made my video and released it, Digital Bros, the company behind 505 Games, actually released a press release talking about acquiring the rights to Terraria Otherworld. Now, that actual press release is very mundane and it goes into their amount of money, their split with the game, and how it all works. But one big important thing you can actually take from that is that they have actually estimated the game's initial budget to be $4.8 million. That's how much they want to pump into this game's development to make it a perfect game. Now that, to me, is like a really crazy number. Obviously, considering Terraria was only made by one man, he spent the money on hiring out a PR guy, an artist, and then somebody to make the music. It's crazy to think that this new project is going to be fronted with $4.8 million. And I want to see what they can do with that money. I feel like it's going to be really interesting for an indie company to have that kind of budget and release it publicly. It's just so interesting, and it's really, it's going to be really interesting to watch that kind of pan out over the next few months. Now, secondly, I wanted to speak about Engine Software because after the actual announcement, Engine Software actually got a lot of hate, as you can imagine, and I actually asked them a few hours afterwards if they'd like to make an official statement. They said at the time they do not wish to make an official statement because what they actually read about in the article was like fine with them. But Rudd actually tweeted out a couple of hours ago, "We discontinued our collaboration because it wasn't working out. Unfortunate and disappointing, but it happens." And then other than that, publicly, they seem to have been very neutral, and that's good. I really respect them for kind of keeping that and not creating any drama or anything like that. Obviously, with Engine Software being removed, it created a lot of drama around Engine Software and why it wasn't working out and why certain things were going wrong behind the scenes. So it's important to note that Engine Software are making like a really nice public appearance about it, and it's kind of all in the past. So the third thing I want to talk about is the music for Terraria Otherworld. So someone was nice enough to ask on the official Terraria forums whether the music for Terraria Otherworld is going to be changed when they actually do this whole revamp, reimagining, you know, this assessment. And Loki was actually quick to respond, "No, we want to keep with the same music, folks, because we really like it. You never know what will happen in the future, but for now, it seems like it will stay." So that's good, because we actually had a Terraria Otherworld music spoiler about a year ago, and the music to me sounded great, and I really liked it, and I've actually been like kind of listening to it over before this video, and I still really like it, so I'm really happy that they're not actually changing that. In terms of assets and stuff, I don't know what they're changing. Like, nobody knows quite yet. The fact that they're going ahead and changing the logo should show you that they're probably going to change an absolute bunch. But they actually have to reevaluate the game and then decide how they want to change it. And we probably won't know about these big changes until a couple of months down the line. So, I want to speak about why they actually chose to speak about this official announcement now and why not a couple of months ago. So back in January, Engine actually said, "Oh, we're not part of Terraria Otherworld anymore," and a lot of people led to a lot of speculation where it was like, okay, why have you not spoken about this then? So the reason why they actually never spoke about this, and this makes complete sense, is because if they put out there, "Oh, we have this problem, you know, me and Engine Software aren't working out," then it would just be a problem. They wanted to wait until they actually had the solution, and of course, this contract is the solution. You know, they're working with Pipeworks, they have a budget of 4.8 million, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. That's the actual official announcement. And so it made sense to keep us all in the dark and then give us an actual solution. It still sucks for a lot of people, but I'm going to talk about my final opinions now, so we'll just kind of start at the beginning. Okay, so for the final part of this video, I'm going to talk about my one negative. I'm going to try and keep this condensed, so if I don't hit everything I want to actually talk about, feel free to kind of chat with me in the comment section down below. Now, before I say this, if you work at Pipeworks Studios, please do not take this as an offense. It's only a small concern, and I hope to see you guys make something amazing, and I hope to obviously hear from you guys in the future, so please don't take offense. It's just a very small, minor thing, and it's a little gripe I've actually had for a long time. So my one negative is this. When I first saw Terraria Otherworld was announced, it said, Relogic and Engine Software, and I immediately thought, right, that's concerning because Engine Software never created Terraria. They don't make Terraria. They make a remake for the game. They've ported the game over. They've never actually done anything creative with the game. They're just reworking somebody else's work. And so when I saw that they were actually making something new, that actually worried me because they don't have the same passion and the same roots that the Terraria team does. And I imagine, and this has never been said obviously, but I imagine it's really hard for the people from Relogic to find people with the same passion as them. Because they've been working on this project now for almost 6 years. Like, it's their life now. So it must be so hard to find people that are actually as passionate as them. And when they swapped over to Pipeworks Studios, my first thought, honestly, with you guys, was just, it's the same thing. It's people that are remaking Terraria. Now, if you want to improve this Pipeworks, if you want to kind of challenge the people in the community and show that you are passionate, you have to do one small thing, and it's kind of really important to me. You do a weekly live stream at the minute where somebody from the community management team actually sits down and plays Terraria once a week. The problem with this is, and it's been a problem from the start, is that dude, and this is no offense, doesn't know how to play Terraria. He's never really played before, and the guests that he actually has on as well, they don't know how to play either. But it's their responsibility to actually remake this game and to look for flaws in this game, to actually spot things that, you know, are actually broken when they're actually making this port, and it's worried me from day one. Now, of course, these are people from the community management team. They're not the ones remaking it. They're just in charge of the public appearance of that. But I think if you're going to go on further with Terraria Otherworld, you really need to sharpen up those skills of, okay, I know Terraria. I really know Terraria inside and out, because you speak to anyone from Relogic and they can tell you absolutely anything about Terraria, things that even the community don't even know because they've studied it for so long. I want to see a change like that, and I feel like I would feel completely at ease. But anyway, Pipework, once again, please do not take offense to that. I hope you guys, you have no idea how much I'm actually rooting for you guys to do well, but that is my one negative. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's actual video. I just wanted to go over a few minor things about Terraria Otherworld and just share a little bit of my opinion on it. I'm stupidly excited for what's to come, but please do expect, once again, a big dry period. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date. I'll be talking about everything Terraria Otherworld as it, you know, kind of rolls out over the next couple of months. And while you're here, why not click on another video and see something about Terraria 1. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.